You ready, boo?
Girl. As much as I can be ready.
Oh.
So where's my other phone?
All right, y'all. So we about to get this thing popping, and we're gonna let Angie still do her introduction, even though we know she's not feeling too well today. We're gonna let her do her introduction like she always do.
Oh, Lord, be with me, God.
Yes, for the vocals.
Yes, God, yes.
Yes.
Woo. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, podcasters, YouTubers, IGers, Facebookers, Twitterers, and Twitchers. This is Brains and Beauty
times 2.
times 2.
I'm Shayla.
And I'm Miami. And
sis, just tell them what's going on. What's going on?
I ain't feeling right. I ain't feeling good. As you could probably see, I ain't feeling. I ain't feeling all that. I ain't feeling all that right now. So I before without canceling this, they say, "Dang, y'all not in the same room anymore." No, we're not in the same room because one, I don't feel great. I don't feel great. Talking about she look high. I'm high on life, baby.
High on life.
I don't
all
feel. I don't feel great. So to make sure Shayla was safe, I wanted to make sure we stayed in separate places for this episode.
Yes.
Until I get my results back, and
which is
all of that.
we
so I just
also
wanted to make sure and take precautions.
Yes, absolutely. That's why we also missed last week, y'all, because I actually had a scare and I had to make sure that I was good and I didn't want to be around Angie or, get her sick or anything. So I let her know beforehand. I got tested and I'm good. So we just trying to make sure that we know we're not spreading nothing. That's all. So even though, we're not in the same room, we're still here. Ready to do the podcast. Yes.
Because baby, it could have been easy to be like, let's chuck this up. I'm gonna look a hot mess on camera. I just cannot do this episode. I don't want to do this episode.
Yeah.
But because this is the end of the year, I just had to pull it amongst myself to really get this done for y'all, for us, for the year. And we're gonna go ahead and start. Because I thank y'all for tuning in. And I know I look terrible. But I'd rather look terrible than not be here right now because I was this close and not coming. Like, this close. So, Shay, what we got for tonight?
All right, y'all. So we're going to just go ahead and give like a couple of announcements. Just in case, one, we didn't see y'all before Christmas. So we pray that y'all had an amazing and blessed Christmas. What's up, Mark Breeze 215?
What's up, Mark?
We pray that y'all had a blessed Christmas. If y'all were not aware, our Miss Miami, our beloved girl, okay, dropped her video on Christmas Day. Okay, Christmas Day, she dropped her video for all that. Okay, that's how I'm gonna say it. That's not how I spell, but that's how I'm gonna say it. She dropped her video. Her video was fire. If you have not seen it, y'all make sure y'all go see it. My girl is out here letting everybody know and spreading the gospel like we are also, supposed to be doing. But she is out here spreading the word and letting everybody know that no matter where you come from, your background, how you look, any of that kind of stuff, we all can praise him. We can all praise. There's no one way to praise. Okay, Amen. There's no one way. And she is letting it be known that there is everybody from all walks of life can make sure that they praise him and listen to the kinds of music they want to listen to and still vibe. You feel me? Still vibe and enjoy the Lord's message. You feel like if y'all ain't know, okay, y'all make sure y'all go check out her video when we get off this live. Now, right now, when we get off this live, y'all go check her out for real. So all that, y'all can go on YouTube, check it out. Make sure y'all follow her if y'all are not following because she's on a mission. She's on a mission. Okay, this is just the beginning. This is the beginning.
This is just the beginning, honey.
Absolutely.
This was just video number 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just thank y'all, man.
And for the tidbit,
thank you for that.
Everybody don't know. My dog directed. Okay, she directed. She put all of this together. She picked her dancers. She did all of that. She funded this herself. Like, y'all. Big up y'all people while they here. You feel me? Big up y'all people. Like, she did that. Period. She did that. With the Lord's grace, she did that. So y'all, please make sure y'all go and y'all support. Y'all download the single, all of that. Okay. All right, but go ahead. You can check up your. You can go ahead and talk about your old song.
I appreciate that, Shay. So Shay said it all about all that. Y'all just do exactly what she just said. Oh my God, it sounds terrible. I looked. Oh, how we finna get through this? Okay, let me try. For those who are just tuning in, I am not feeling great, but I'm gonna push through, and we're gonna get this done. So yeah, y'all know if I'm on here with no makeup on, y'all know something is.
And my dog still look beautiful with no makeup and all, so that's fine. That's fine. Long live Darion. I'm sorry if I'm saying it incorrectly. Said, I just saw the video and I love it and love the message it has. Her hands.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do something separate. Talking about the video after the new year. Right now, I can't do what I thought I was gonna be able to do by now, but it's all good. But yeah, I thank y'all for watching and listening. And again, it's just showing people not only you could praise God, but you could actually be like a dope Christian and just, have a relationship with him. It don't matter what people may say or point at you or think of you or how you should be fitting in these little bubbles and these little molds of what a Christian should be. Like, that's my whole message.
Absolutely.
And that's what it will continue to be. So my water, I ain't got no sparkling. It's just hydrating. So tonight's water is sponsored by
Lord.
It's Publix.
Girl.
Water, because I'm running through them like it's and you know what? When COVID hit a while ago, and they was like, "Why the toilet paper is going so fast?" Because I don't know, because I'm not gonna sit here and self-diagnose myself, but baby, going to the bathroom, and I'm just talking about just peeing. I'm not talking about going to the bathroom. Oh my God, I go to the bathroom like 100 times a day. You know what I mean? Just trying to flush the stuff out. So my sponsor for tonight is Public Spring Water. And I done ran through this case. I got another case I gotta go get tomorrow because I'm gonna be out of water in one day. So that's that. Any other PSAs, Shayla? Before we get into what we want to talk about.
No, I definitely wanted to just shout out your video, and that's it. Let's go ahead and go into the topics.
Okay.
All right, so y'all, the first topic of the night. Oh, and per usual, if you are new here, y'all don't know, so we about to tell y'all. If you have a topic that you would like us to discuss, now again, we're gonna be on time on this one today because we want Angie to get her rest, right? So y'all
take some pills.
Okay. So if y'all have any topics y'all want to talk about, we're gonna try to pick one or two towards the end of the live, like around that last 10 minutes. And try to get through a couple of y'all questions before we end our podcast for 2021 and go into 2022. Okay, so make sure you write them in the comments, and we will go back and do our best to remember which ones were the good ones. Okay. Yeah. All right, but anyway, moving on to number 2. Keep shining for the Lord. Oh, Soldier Man, that's cute. Okay. All right. So, since we weren't here for Christmas. We were not here for Christmas, so we definitely got to talk about Christmas. So y'all tell us how, like, we've officially gone through 2 Christmases in COVID. 2 Christmases in COVID. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling. Like, what do you appreciate after going through 2 COVID Christmases? Like, what is it that you appreciate the most? What have you learned to appreciate now that you know?
Let me just say, I'm gonna keep mine simple. I have learned to just appreciate health. You understand?
Yeah.
Like you can have all of this stuff, you can have all of this money, you can have all of these goals, but when your body is in that bed and you can't get up to go see no family member. You can't get in your car. You just don't feel like I know we say whatever every year to be grateful for a lot of stuff, but right now, just to be normal, I'll take it, baby. I'll take it. I'll take it for Christmas and I'll take it for New Year's. Like, just to be normal and not feel no pain in your body, no pain in your head. Like, to even be able to enjoy your family. Because if you're not healthy, you can't enjoy your family. You know what I mean? You can't go out and
absolutely
spend a day with them. So I think health is, and I know we've been saying it the whole past year, 2 years. It don't even seem like 2 years.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
But health is so underrated. Health is so underrated. Like, man.
Health is definitely wealth.
Health is wealth, for sure.
If it ain't taught you nothing else, it had definitely makes you pay more attention to taking care of yourself, not letting that just fall by the wayside.
Yeah. And just be grateful. Like, the days when you got your health and you ain't got nothing else, man, be grateful you healthy. Like, at that moment, I understand something may be going crazy in your life and other things may arise, but to be healthy during those times, to be grateful during those times, man, I'm telling you, I swear God has repositioned my life in so many areas, and now it has hit with health. You know what I mean? Like, just to be grateful during the times of just storms that are like, what is this? But then I could be able to put back and say, okay, at least I'm healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least I can get up. You know what I mean? Like, that's my mindset now moving forward into 2022.
Absolutely.
What about you?
Mine is, I would say, let's see, the biggest thing I've learned to appreciate is to appreciate the times that you spend with family and friends. Appreciate those moments, because you never know when you won't have them. For whatever the reason is, whether it's, someone leaves to go to glory, or whether someone is just simply moves away, or whatever it is. Just be thankful for all of the moments, and to make more moments. If you can, whenever you can, make more moments to spend with loved ones. One thing, like we said, I think last episode, we were talking about time. Time is something that you can never get back. And so I appreciate the little moments more so than I've ever appreciated them. I think after these last 2 COVIDs, I think my Christmas was, I didn't see any of my family, like my actual blood family. This is the first time that's ever happened. I spent time with other people's families, and one of my best friend's families, and one of my homegirls from high school. I spent time with her family that we've always been close for a long time. And then I went to my husband's family house, and just spending those moments and seeing a lot of people who weren't there because they weren't feeling well, or sick, or hearing about somebody who's not doing well, and he may not even make it to another Christmas. Just appreciating those little moments, and making sure that you make more of them whenever you can. I think that's what I've learned to appreciate more. I feel like I've always have, but I feel like there's always ways that you can appreciate them more, and you can do better in showing your appreciation for them. So I think that was mine. Absolutely. But let's see. We have some
comments.
Frederick McCoy. I spent time with my family. My mom cares about me and my brother. Absolutely. Got to spend time with the fam. I think that's one of our, when you become an adult, I think you just feel like, oh, people will always be there. You just make time for them when you get time, but you don't realize how time is fleeting, and you just don't never know. Rasheen B said, what's up, brother Rasheen? Says, don't take life so serious and be thankful. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. What else?
I'm gonna pull one from Convoz. One from YouTube.
Oh, okay. Real Miss Sierra says self-care and taking care of myself. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Take care of yourself, people. Please, please, because that's why I'm in my situation right now. Trying to take care of myself the best way I can. And okay, so what we have appreciate being with my family regardless. Last year we couldn't gather for Christmas. Yes, health is a major factor of living besides prayer. I'm thankful none of my family died from the virus this year. Oh my
Yeah.
God. That's another good one too, because
Yeah, absolutely.
we lost so many people last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then this year I haven't had anybody that I knew pass away from
Me either.
COVID.
Me either.
So
Absolutely.
oh, y'all, I'm trying, God, I'm trying, y'all, I'm trying.
All right, we gonna move on to the next topic. My dog is a G, and she trying to get
I'm
through this
really
live,
trying to
y'all.
keep this live going.
She
I'm just
trying.
not at my best, y'all. You know, I'm getting there.
All right, y'all. So let's moving on to the. Okay, so you got the next one. What's the next topic?
The next topic is we're ending 2021.
Okay.
What has been your highlight of 2021? And what was your low light of 2021? Yeah.
Highlight and low light of 2021.
Because low still got light in it. You know what I mean? It just was a lower light.
It just was a low. Yeah. I got you. Let's see. I guess I'll go first. My low light or my low out of 2021 was not being able to. Well, I guess I can't really say that.
What?
I was gonna say not spending as much time with family before I move than I would like. I would say that was my low light, but I can't really say that because I think I did spend time with them, but just not as much time as I'm used to due to COVID. Yeah. So I would say that was my low light. I'm big on family, and big on spending time with my loved ones, and I didn't really get to do that this year, and I should have made more of an effort to do so, especially with certain people, and I did not. So I would think that's my low light. And my highlight of 2021 was finally taking my health into consideration and truly doing something about finding out what's going on with me and all of that. And, finally having my surgery, finding out why I was unable to have kids with my husband and doing something about that. And now I'm definitely looking forward to 2022. Well, the end of 2022, because I can't do nothing until then. But yeah. I'm looking forward to 2022, and my body's already reacting in a different way, and I feel normal again. And so I'm happy that I did that. That was a highlight. That's definitely a big highlight for me this year. Absolutely. And it was all from pushes from loved ones, including this Miss Thang over here that just told me, girl, stop playing and go, just go. Exactly. Do what you need to do and go. So I'm glad that I did. I'm very glad that I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's dope. Yeah. I think as much as you may think you didn't spend enough time with everybody, but you still made time, I guess.
Yeah, I made time, but
it's always more and more and more. But
yeah, I think I'm just comparing it to years prior, where I can tell you where I made more effort then, and it was different then because I wasn't going anywhere. But now that I am, I feel like, oh, I should have did this with this person. I should have did that with that person. I should have spent more time doing this and doing that, and But yeah, I guess you can always say you wish you coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah, you don't always want to do more and more and more and more and more. You know what I mean? But it's just good to know that, so that when you move forward, you know how to adjust for that next year.
Yeah,
or just adjust for it moving forward. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what are your highlights? I'm gonna get them out the way.
Okay.
So Trill Talk said his low was losing his dad this year.
Oh, sorry to hear that. True.
And his high was researching his family's history. which I think is dope.
I want to do that so bad. I mean, I know a lot about my family history, and but there's a lot of stuff I don't know, and I would actually love to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. Our condolences to you losing your father. I know that's a big one.
I know, man. You only get one set of parents, especially if you know them. You know what I mean? And y'all forgive me.
I know that was a rough one. All right, but what's your you reading some more?
Oh yeah, so we have YouTube. Lois Soldier Man said we was working in the Lois was working in the auto industry, being laid off for a season.
Ooh,
and still haven't found love yet. The highest was thanking God for helping me get through the year financially stable. Sacrificing social time was hard, and staying physically active.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because staying physically active is to be highlighted and to be, staying physical is such, man, you got to get kudos to that, because you don't have to do it. You can wake up every morning,
absolutely,
before you go to bed at night and say, you know what, I don't want to do it.
I ain't doing this.
When you do it, when you do it, it's so commendable.
Mm-hmm.
So big ups to you, Soldier Man, for that. Just staying active and thanking God for getting you through to be able to see today. And just realizing, like, as much as you did not get, he still saw fit to see you here today. So
absolutely, and kept you financially stable, even though you got laid off for a season. That's a big one. So
huge
absolutely,
one.
Absolutely.
So my highest for this year, I gotta think about what would be my lowest. Gosh.
Your low light of 2021.
Yeah, my low, like, and I'm sitting here asking the question, don't even have the answer. My highest of 2021. That's a good question, bro. Like, I don't even have like okay, my highest.
I know it's hard. I know it's hard to choose.
Yeah, just to choose one.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say April, which was like the end of March, coming into April.
Mm-hmm.
I said I was gonna take Christian hip hop serious. I wasn't just gonna do little things here and there and just have fun. I'm gonna take it serious, and that meant a lot of sacrifices. That meant keeping it forefront in front of my life, like making decisions because of it. You know what I mean? And I think I'm gonna choose that as my highlight, because I kept going despite my delays. I just kept going. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I didn't have to. I could have retracted back and said, nah, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, look at your age. No, focus on your career. Like, what are you doing? Like, no, like, retract. Like, do not do this. You know what I mean? Like, do not put your money, don't put your time, don't put your effort towards this. And I said, nah. Who you talking to? You know what I mean? Like,
there
you
she
heard
go.
what I said. When I said it, I'm gonna do it. So I had to ask God for that peace, and really ask him, like, hey, like, do you think, like, you really sure you want me to do that? And he kind of came through and told me in a way that only I can hear it and seen it. And from that moment, I just kept going, man. So my highlight is saying I'm gonna do it, and I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Like, not retracting back on myself, signing a contract with myself, telling myself I am worthy enough to do this. I can do this. Trust in myself, and then on top of that, just trusting God with this whole journey of trying to become an artist at this stage in my life. Like, I didn't see it coming. I was didn't see it coming at all. I was just having fun, and then all of a sudden it's like, nah, like, you gotta do this. Like, it's not just for you. Like, I need you for them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's bigger than me. So it's just like, that's my highlight, to know that I said I was gonna do it in April, and here we are. Shoot, how many months now? 8 months later. 8 months later, here we are, and I'm just happy I did not retract. I'm happy I did not say, you know what? Yeah, I thought that was cool, but nah, I can't do that. Like, I can't do that. So that's my highlight, is saying yes to myself and saying yes to God. My low light this year, I would say, is my low light. Y'all, my nose running, my eyes running. Hold up. Give me a second. My low. So many lows this year. Jesus.
Lows. I think the hardest one to narrow down was the low. Because sometimes a low really isn't a low, but it's a low
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah. A low. My low is recognizing, like, my career. Like, I've been in real estate. Next year would be 10 years. And to know that it's not really a low, but just a realization that it has to take not a back seat, but like a side seat of what I'm doing now. So you never wanna, the Heat ain't never gonna lose, and the Dolphins ain't gonna lose, so don't even try it. Talking about the Heat losing. I'm not even gonna talk about my Dolphins winning 6 in a row. You hear me? And we're not even talk about the Heat just won. Okay, don't take me off track.
Don't get her started, please.
But anyway, my lowest was realizing that my career that I've had for almost 10 years now is about to be put kind of on the side. Not on the side, but my mental state is not there, because I want to focus so much on the music. Even though I need my job to fund everything right now, but just knowing, because when you have a career like real estate and all of that, you got to make sure you focus on it, because you never want to just always have plan B, C, D, F, G, because you got to focus on it. Like, if you're not focused on it, sometimes it will take a back seat. So just realizing that, man, like, I may have to eventually, like, put it up, just knowing that.
Yeah.
Like, thinking about that, like, 10 years of my life has been in real estate, and just thinking of, I'm about to probably hang this up. Like what? Like, why? And it's like, because I want to do music, and if my music take off, it has to be put to the back. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I think just having that realization with myself, and having that discussion with myself, and having that idea of succeeding and going far in music, and knowing what real estate will have to do, was a tough thing to even think about. It was tough. It was tough. So
yeah. Any
it was
any
tough,
change
because
like that
like, it's
yeah.
big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, 10 years of my entire life has been with real estate. You know what I mean? So just knowing that one day it's gonna have to go, so
But it
that was
opens the
hard.
doors to that's what I mean by a low light. Yeah, it's a low, but is it really? Because if it's opening, if leaving that behind is opening up a door that you truly want to be able to walk through, because you feel like that's truly your purpose,
and
then
give your all to, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Not really a low, but it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was hard. I'm not going nowhere no time soon that I can see
Yeah.
my vision right now. From what I can see, and I don't look that cool.
Oh my
But
God.
I know one day eventually I'm gonna have to hang it up. And
Yeah.
that was tough to even think about that. So
Yeah.
that's my high and my low. We got some coming in from YouTube again. So this is Robbie. He said his lowest was my first surgery ever. Wow. And his highest was his recovery. I know that's right.
Forever. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Talking about I love general anesthesia.
Let me tell you something, okay? That general, they don't. Look. I don't know how they came up with that, but that thing literally, like he said, count back, and I was like, yeah. I ain't going to sleep, man. You tripping? And I don't remember counting past 8. Like
For real,
I was done. I
what
just
you
remember
did
waking
like
up
10,
like
9, 8.
He said count down from 10. I was like, man, I'm not finna be asleep at he's
at
like, no, you're
1.
gonna be out. And I don't remember nothing past 8. I truly do not, other than waking up and like, oh, y'all done? And I was out for, I think they said almost 4 hours after. They were trying to wake me up, and they were like, we just gonna let her lay here because she's not waking up. Like that thing. Whew. Serious.
Wow.
Okay.
Do we have anybody else before we go?
Let's see. Any other highs and lows of 2021? All right.
Thank y'all for bearing with your girl. I appreciate it.
All right. I am ready for Black Love. The topic was highs and lows of 2021. What are your highs and lows of 2021?
Yeah, what was your high? What was your low? Hold on, he just realized we on early.
Look, we on time. You feel me? We on time. We say
I gotta go.
Long.
Listen, I'm ready to go take these pills, honey, and
go
to bed.
So we got 30 more minutes, and then we're gonna let her go and rest. So let us get through the rest of these topics real quick. But thank you for acknowledging our on time, our promptness.
Our promptness and on
our
time.
promptness. Okay, that's what I was about to say. Our on timeness. Okay. So, what was your biggest lesson in 2021? Ooh. Your biggest lesson.
Ooh.
Biggest lesson. Okay, I think I'm gonna go first on the biggest lesson.
Okay.
Brother Rasheen says, get well, Miami. Green tea on deck and vitamin C.
I know that's right. I done took my vitamin C for the day. I'm gonna drink some more. Let me just say something real quick. Side note.
Go ahead.
Chicken noodle soup.
Yo.
Chicken noodle soup through the chicken noodle soup. Hey, the chicken noodle soup with the big, what do they call? The big noodles. Baby. If that ain't steak and potatoes when you sick, baby, you couldn't tell me I wasn't eating a 5-star meal today.
Oh my God.
Eating chicken noodle soup, but it has to be the big what I said, noodles, like the Progresso, or oh God, it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing. But anyway, what you was finna say?
Okay, let's see. Hold on, real quick. I'm ready for Black Love answered the last question. High and low of 2021. He said his low was wasting my time with women that were unhealthy. Wow.
Oh,
okay.
Lord.
All right. And pros were being physically healthy and landing 3 new positions. Okay.
Well, that's
all right.
good.
Amen to them. And our next topic, we're going into the biggest lesson on undisciplined spending. Bruh. Oh my God. You almost read my mind. That was like part of mine. The just not having a handle on finances and just spending. I've always wished that I was more. I've always wanted to be more on top of my finances and just being put myself on a budget, basically. And I did not do well at that this year. I did not. I can honestly say I failed. I failed on the budget thing. So my biggest lesson of this year is always making sure that you pay you first. My dad has always told me your job is your job is a job. You can always get a new one, and bills gonna be there. They ain't going nowhere. But when you get paid, you pay you first. And I never really. You're like, oh yeah, Dad, yeah, no, I feel you. And you don't really, I wasn't really really taking him seriously. Like I heard him, but taking you seriously means you took action, and I did not take action. And so I think my biggest lesson of this year is making sure that you pay you first, and that you're always making sure that you're setting yourself up for better, investing in yourself, and getting yourself ready for whatever's going to bring you, not only you and your family, put you and your family in a better position. So that's my biggest lesson, I think. Well, I would say one of my biggest lessons in 2021. And also, like I said earlier, just making sure that you are always on top of your health. You can't just let that slide, especially as we get older. I think now when you wake up, how I used to wake up ain't how I wake up now. You know what I'm saying? Something is hurting for no reason. And I don't know why. Yesterday I had a bruise right here. It looked like somebody just hit me right there on the arm. I have no clue. I'm telling you right now, I have no clue where that bruise came from. I don't know. It was blue and black. Y'all, I have no clue. It's in a circle. I have no clue how that happened. But, as we get older, we have to just be more mindful, pay more attention to how our body reacts to things, and all of that. And that's my biggest lesson of 2021. And so I hope that I'm going to make more of an effort to make sure that I get myself checked out on a regular like I'm supposed to. We're getting closer to 40. So I really got to be on top of that. Because like we said, health is wealth, and there's nothing worth anything if your health ain't good.
Amen, sister.
If my aunt, if nothing taught me that, my aunt definitely taught me that. If your health ain't good,
you can't. That's what I just say. You can't do nothing right. You know what I mean? Like nothing is 100%. Like when your health is just off, like everything is off, man. That's why I say it is prime real estate for your life. Like that is the prime real estate in life is your health. Like everything else is secondary, man. Like not being able to get on a live right now and just be normal to me is aggravating me right now. So I am grateful. I should have been even more grateful when I was good. But now I can't wait to see the next day when I'm normal. Just so I can praise God. Like, God, thank you for the day. Like, I thought I was extra before. Baby, when I get healed from this,
it's a new level, huh?
Baby, nothing. I don't face so much stuff. Like I just bring it on. But this right here, as soon as I feel normal, it is beyond. It's gonna be a blessing on blessing every day. I don't want to hear nothing else about whatever. Everything else is just bonuses. Everything else is just cherries on top.
Absolutely.
Having my health, man, right now is the blessing. Period. And that's really it. Soldier man from YouTube, he said the biggest lesson that he had this year was to have faith and find peace with yourself and remaining strong even through the hard times.
Amen. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Having faith is having these hard times, y'all. I don't been through so many hard times. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm immune to it, but it's just like it does not mean that God is not with me. You know what I mean? When we have these hard times, we have to know that some way, somehow, that not even some way, somehow, but some way, somehow, there's something that you could get out of that. That's number one. right? You got to pull something out of that. You got to pull a lesson out of that. And then secondly, you got to know God with you right there in that moment, because ain't no way you could be able to get through the day, to be able to wake up the next day, to be able to get through that day, to get to the next day and just be grateful that he is with you with his presence, y'all. Like, peace is so underrated. Like, just having peace through a storm is underrated.
Girl, what
you know what I mean? Because
what you
things gonna keep coming, and everybody think like, oh, I'm gonna believe in God, I'm gonna believe in Jesus, so my life gonna be crystal clear, baby. It's gonna be like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Sparkling water. Like, my life is no, that's not what it's about. It's about when everything come against me, because it will and it does. Sorry. Because it will and it does. It ain't gonna mean it's gonna win, but in the middle of it, I just have a peace that I really can't really explain. So when you said finding peace with yourself, man, y'all better find peace in the mess of mess. You gotta find peace in the mess of mess. You have to. You can't just let it just defeat you like that.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah. But you just got to be prepared for it. You just got to be prepared. Like, something gonna come. Okay, when it come, boom. What you gonna do about it? You gonna wallow in it? You better. Don't have me to preach on here. You better step up like a soldier. You feel me? And I mean that. Like, that's how I have to live my life. Like, I live my life like that. Like, okay, it's here. Now what I'm gonna do? Okay, you cried for 30 minutes. Okay, now tighten up. Get up. Let's get it done. You know what I mean? So, man, finding peace and allowing God's peace is so important. And just living life. Just living life. So, I'm with you on that one, soldier, man.
And I think I had one more biggest lesson. Another big lesson I had was constantly be educating yourself. You're never too old to learn, and you should never stop learning, whatever it is. You should never be in a state where you're not taking in new information. Yeah, and you're not trying to gain wisdom or be more knowledgeable in something or whatever it is. Reading books and all that stuff. I think that's been a big one too this year. Is just always be gaining more and more knowledge. Always. Never be okay with just being with the information you have now and that's it. You know it all. You don't need to get no better. Like, everybody needs to be constantly getting more knowledge and evolving and doing better and all of that. So
yeah. I think you got to look at it too. Like, life is like that. Like, your journey of life is like that. Like, you always constantly evolving and growing. I mean, side note, I know everybody probably wanted to talk about marriages, and knowing that Devon and Megan Good ended their marriage officially, on paper or whatever. And the questions are just arising about, do you still believe in marriage? Do you still believe marriage works? Do you still believe whatever? And it's like, absolutely. Like, of course, I still believe in marriage. I still believe in a godly marriage. I still believe in waiting a marriage. I still believe in all of that. Just because one couple decided that they felt that they just did not want to be together forever does not mean that that is my definition of what I should always also take in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's like being a follower. Like, no, like, just because one person broke up does not mean the rest of my life is over. You know what I mean? No. So I just want to make sure we put that out there. Like, yes, like, marriage still is possible for everybody. Marriage, a godly marriage, is still possible for everybody. And just because they were Christians did not mean that, of course, yes, we wanted them to last, but did not mean that they had to be together forever. We never know what happened. We never know why. We would never know none of that, because they would never put that out on why it ended. But I just want you guys to know that, no, marriage is still possible. And waiting to marry is still possible. Like, one failed relationship does not equate to you not believing in love.
And I think it's actually it was kind of weird how everybody like immediately jumped on the, they've been faking it for this long, and you can't, this shows you right here, marriage ain't worth nothing, ain't about nothing. And it's like, wow, all it takes is for one person that you don't even know, you don't even know them personally, to know why it ended, for you to all of a sudden not have any faith in those kind of unions. Like, really?
Yeah.
It just took that. It just took one couple. Like, no, sometimes things just don't work. And yes, and because of how it was packaged to us and what we do know of them, because that's what they've shared. Yes, it's sad that it didn't work out, and there's a certain image that we put in our mind when someone says, I'm this and I'm that, and we've joined this union, and you're saying certain things to the public about your marriage, and you're praying, you're doing all this kind of stuff. I get it, but at the same time, like, come on, y'all. Like, we all
everybody
know
has
things
to work
happen
with their marriage. Yeah,
actually,
everybody has to work up their marriage, even up to a divorce. Like, you're trying to really work it out, and then one day you're like, okay, boom, it ain't finna work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like I said, like, one person don't stop a show. Like,
Nope.
I still believe marriage. I still believe in finding that one person, and it could really last forever. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
Unfortunate for them, but who says they won't get back? You never know what they life. They could probably get back together or not, but that does not take away from my beliefs. So I just want to make sure y'all are out there. You believe in things because you want to believe in things. You know what I mean? Because it's the thing that speaks to you. So
absolutely.
Shout out to Devon and Megan, who they did almost 10 years of shoot. They've been married since I've been in real estate. You hear me? And that's a long time.
It is a long time. I'm not even at 10 yet. That is a very long time.
That's a long time just to even think about it. Like, when I got my as a realtor, they got married. Like, that's crazy. So it's just like, that's a very long time, and kudos to them for trying to make it work. And I know they did everything they could to possibly try to work on that thing. And then when you just feel like there's no more in there, it's nothing else you can really do, or whatever else was involved in that. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So marriage still works. I'm still gonna wait. I'm still gonna wait for my mister. And when he come, baby, it ain't no leaving. You stuck with me.
Hey, like what I say, you got the papers on that, and that's it. It's done. Papers. Finished. But what's your biggest
lesson?
Biggest lesson in 2021? Yeah.
The biggest lesson for 2021 for me, I would say, is despite all the walls that I got, like every wall that I ran into, no matter what the wall was, it did not mean to go back. It meant to keep going. All of the walls don't have to always mean you're going the wrong way. Some of the walls are there to see if are you going to jump over the wall, or you going to get a rope to go over the wall? How bad you really want to get over this wall? Because sometimes some walls is not there to, they just not always there to tell you, oh, it's a no. Like, just
sometimes
because you walk up to it and sometimes you just walk up to it and be like, oh my God, look at this wall. Like, how am I going to do it? And you just put your head down, and you going to walk away, or you going to go through this wall, or you going to go over it. So the lesson I got this year, like I said, was out of all the walls that I came in front of my face. What's that, Teddy? Out of all the walls that I faced that came in front of me, I made sure I either went over it, went through it, but it did not make me retract back. And I want y'all to get that. Like, just because you face things in life, that is not a sign to give up. Sometimes it is a sign to see how bad you want it, and would you go over that, and would you keep going? Because if you could keep going through them walls, what you really, really want in your future, excuse me, you'll be able to have that same level of intenseness or whatever to get through the next one and the next one, because they're gonna always come.
Yeah.
So some of them now, some of them you just gotta let it go. But then some of these walls are not here to retract you back, man. Y'all can't look at every wall, every issue that you come and face and say, you know what? Dang, this it. This my sign I've been waiting for. Like, nah. But then when you retract and you walking back, you may have a regretful thing. Like, dang, I really could have probably did more. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
my lesson this year is continuing. Dang. Sorry, y'all. Oh, God.
That's all right. They bearing with you.
So the lesson was, yes, I keep my eyesights on things that tell me to turn or to move or to go backwards, but at the same time, every Goliath ain't for me to fall back on. Some of them are meant for me to defeat them. Some of them are meant for me to fight and take the trophy that's already supposed to be mine. So if y'all can just keep that in mind when you are faced with your next wall, don't think of it as a sign. It's not a sign for you to let it go or to retract. It's a sign to say how bad you want to get over it.
Absolutely.
The thing that's over that other wall, like whatever's on the other side of that, do you really want it that bad? Because if you do, if you really the real ones, you're going to get over it and you're going to get to it. So
I love it. That's a good one. Great one.
I learned
girl. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. All right, y'all. So we are at the end. We are at the last 10 minutes of our podcast. Last podcast of 2021. And we said in the last 10 minutes, we're going to go ahead and give y'all the opportunity, give y'all the floor to ask a question that you want us to be able to answer. I do see a question on here, so I want to go ahead and get that question out. And it was from Brownie Bima.
Okay.
I do apologize if I'm saying that incorrectly. But the question was, how do I deal with anxiety? I cannot fully live because I live in fear of death right now. I'm over here with this new virus and it got me extremely, extremely depressed. So her question is, how do I deal with anxiety?
How do I deal with anxiety? Mm-hmm. I can't even see the rest of the question.
Brownie Bima. Just basically,
that's on IG.
Yeah, that's on IG. Yeah. So she's got the new virus, or got the new virus, and she just like really extremely feeling depressed right now.
So she got COVID right now.
That's what it seemed like. Yeah, I'm over here with this new virus. Yeah, so I think she has it, and it's got me extremely depressed.
I think sometimes when anxiety come in, anxiety is there to kill and steal your future of what can happen tomorrow and the day after that. I think anxiety, man, is so rapid right now in our state of humanity, because people are so focused on tomorrow when you gotta be worried about today. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yes, you have COVID. Shoot, I possibly have COVID right now myself. You know what I mean? Like, I have no idea yet. But if it ain't COVID, it's the flu, it's something. You know what I mean? But what I can say, I can only speak from my experiences and everything. Like, yes, you are sick today. Do not put yourself on the deathbed today, because you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. You don't know when you wake up tomorrow how your life can be different or how you can feel better tomorrow. Don't live you can't think too far. It's so tricky because they teach us to have these goals for the year, these 5-year goals, these whatever. That automatically puts us in a future anxiety already. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we got to pull back and say, okay, what about today? How can I get through the day? Tomorrow, and I know it sounds cliche, but when tomorrow comes, I got to deal with tomorrow. And yesterday I said I have to just deal with tomorrow when tomorrow comes. You know what I mean? Like, we can't always put ourselves 10 years ahead or 5 years ahead or a week ahead sometimes, even though we're so trained to think about our goals so much in the future, what I want to do next year, what I want to do, whatever. But when it comes to stuff like this, when anxiety comes in and tell you, you ain't finna be nothing tomorrow, finna be destroyed, you're not finna be here, you won't have enough for tomorrow. Like some days I literally have to sit here and say, okay, God, I have enough for today. And I thank you for today. I don't know what tomorrow gonna bring, like, but I'm grateful for everything you have gave. Like I ate today. I'm ending my day right now. I'm in my bed. No, I may not be 100% of my health, but God, I'm breathing healthy. I'm not on no ventilator, God. I thank you so much. I have enough money for today. And you don't know what tomorrow gonna bring, but you
Nope,
sometimes
not at
you
all.
just gotta sit in your today, and I really mean it, and that should help you out. That should help you out just a little bit if you could just focus on today in this moment and maybe a little bit of the morning. But you're not even in control of the morning either, because maybe you either won't wake up, or when you wake up, you may just feel 50% better. You know what I mean? So my answer to that is just try to live for today. And I know it sounds cliche because I've been said something like, girl, that's so cliche, girl. But no, I had to experience that this year. Like I have to live for today. Because if I start worrying about next week, child, next month, girl, in 3 months, girl, I would be going crazy. You know what I mean? But I have to be thankful for what he has granted me for today. And if you could
Absolutely.
somehow, some way, somewhere in your mind say, okay, dang, like I got this, and this. I got these three things today. And that should give you a little bit more ease. Because
Yeah.
if not, anxiety would tell you, well, you ain't got that in 3 months. You ain't finna have that in a year. You ain't even finna be here. No. Who are
Anxiety simply
you?
has you worried,
Yeah, like,
worrying
who
about what
are
you don't
you,
know,
bro?
and you don't
Hey,
know
sometimes you
the
gotta
next day
talk to
anyway.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta tell yourself, hey, whoa. Who is you? You heard what I said. Like, and people might think you crazy, but that's how I have to talk to myself like that. Like, hey, like, I don't know who you is. Well, I know who you is, but I don't know who you think I am, but you better remember who I am. Today, I'm fine. I don't care about tomorrow. My tomorrow is not for me to worry about. That's for
Yeah,
God to worry about. And you don't forget who I am. Like I have to talk to my whatever that other spirit thing talking to me that's negative. You got to stand. You have to talk to that thing and defend yourself. That's what helps me.
absolutely.
So imagine it's telling you all of these things. You got to stand up. Yourself is on the couch. Somehow thinking your body, you getting up out of yourself and you looking at yourself on this couch in this bed. And this person is in front of you telling you all of these things. You got to say no. If you don't get out my face, I done told you today. You know what I mean? Like you have to, whatever works.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what works for me. I have to stand up for myself when those thoughts come. No, like, no. Today I'm okay.
That ain't nothing but
Today.
the that ain't nothing but the
Ain't nothing but
enemy, and that ain't
it's
nothing
the
but an attack.
enemy.
Yep.
It's the enemy. And on top of that, it's also
Mhm.
we have to start controlling that ourselves. Sometimes it's
Yeah,
us too,
yeah.
right? We all have to talk that stuff down. We have to talk it down. Like when it comes, like I remember my pastor, he said, when something negative comes in your mind or your thoughts or whatever, he said if you just start counting 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Like for example, if I have you right, I want everybody to do this exercise real quick. So I want you to think of something big, like I don't know, elephant in the room, right? Just think of an elephant.
Hmm.
And when you start to think 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, the elephant starts to disappear. Like if you count backwards outside, like out loud, whatever you're thinking about, you when you start talking that stuff, it would disappear. So you have to talk out loud, y'all. I'm telling you, it works. I probably didn't explain that the best way I could, but
No, you
if
explained
you
it.
could just say it out loud as soon as it hit, no, I'm gonna get through this. No,
Yeah.
I will be okay.
Don't even let
No,
them. Don't even let them.
no.
Them thoughts manifest into nothing.
But it
Period.
takes practice.
Yeah.
It takes practice. It ain't perfect. It's not a perfect thing that you could just do. It takes practice. Um, I don't know, Shay, what is something you want to add to that?
I mean, I would just say anxiety is nothing but fear or you feeling overwhelmed. That's all it is. And you saying that I cannot fully live because I live in fear of death. Baby, we're dying every day.
Yeah.
Literally, we are dying every single day. And every day, every moment that you're alive, you're just closer and closer to the grave. So you can't really think of it in that aspect. You have to change the mindset. You have to change the way that the way that you're thinking. Again, like she said, sometimes you just got to focus on the day when you're in those moments where you're feeling overwhelmed.
You do.
When you're in fear, you have to focus on what's happening right now. What can I do right this moment? Because I can't. Sometimes trying to jump ahead is too much at that very moment. Yeah. And you just need to focus on what's going on right this very moment. Because none of us are promised the next day. Though none of us know the time and day when we'll be up out of here. It just happened. You feel me? So the only thing that you can really do is live for the day. So I would just say whenever you're having those kinds of emotions, take a moment, take a breath. You need to find things that calm you and put you in a zone where your mind isn't all over the place. Things that you enjoy that may even simply take your mind off of anything. Yeah. Everyone has something that they enjoy doing that takes their mind off of stress. Yeah. Find those things, and then when you're calm and have a clearer mind, refocus yourself, recenter yourself, and figure out what it is that you need to focus on at that very moment. But you can't be worried about you can't be worried about death and all that, because again, like you said, we all gonna go there at some point. We don't know the time and day. This could be nothing. This could be what you have right now could be absolutely nothing. And 6 years from now, you could die from something super simple. Yeah. That you never would have thought of. You feel what I'm saying? Or something that wasn't even your fault. You didn't even know how that happened. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't focus on that. You just have to live for today. Literally like live for today.
It sounds so like
it does
textbook, but it's so true. You know what I mean?
It's so true though.
It's so true. Like just for the day, like it's some days I just can't. Like some days just do be a lot. You know what I mean? But then I have to just live. I'm like, okay, tomorrow. Today I just can't. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow I'll get to it. Tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like I can't. I just physically I just cannot today. But what can I do? Okay, God, just get me through today, and I'll worry about tomorrow when it comes. And when tomorrow comes, boom, I got a fresh day. So hopefully that helps.
Thank you, Brownie Ma, and we're praying for you, and we hope that this was just a moment for you, but you will get through it.
It will pass. Yes,
absolutely, you will get through it. We claim that in the name of Jesus.
Yes, all right. It will pass. You take some steps because you got to do your part a little bit too. But it will pass.
Absolutely. I see everybody. Frederick McCoy saying he hopes you feel better.
Oh, thank you. I should feel better soon, y'all.
And you have some other people in the comments as well, Brownie B. Mondas, that have said some words of encouragement, to dive into your faith in, whatever your faith is, find strength in something. Pray and meditate was from Rasheen B.
Yes.
So definitely,
thank y'all for giving her that information.
Yeah,
thank
absolutely.
Y'all for adding.
But and then in Miami, you're still beautiful.
Thank you.
Like it was a question. All right, y'all. But
girl,
thank you. It has literally been an hour. We're not gonna take it over this time because, of course, we're rounding out the end of the year. Angie's not feeling the best today. But we so appreciate her for joining anyway and being on this live and making sure this live happens.
Y'all see how much I love y'all? I could have told Shay, absolutely not, girl. I was about to get on this live looking a mess, sounding a mess. No, girl, I cannot do that. But I said, you know what? No, because the peoples.
She said we can't miss 2 in a row.
Yeah, we can't do 2 in a row. And the peoples, people like what was the last comment?
Brownie B. Ma.
Brownie B. Ma. You see that? Like we had to come on tonight to be able to hopefully help implant something in your mindset to help you. So
Oh, Trill Talk. Trill Talk says, is it me or does Miami look better sick and with no makeup? Trill.
Trill, I look better with no makeup on.
Is that I want to know real quick before we get off? Is that a thing? Like with guys, do guys really like women would rather have women with no makeup on? Because I feel like women are so gung ho makeup, and I feel like you hear so much that guys be like, nah, like we prefer y'all like either natural face or with very little on.
Yeah, I don't
know. I wonder if that's like.
You know what? I think it's sometimes just with us, like we just so accustomed to doing it.
Yeah.
That they're like, what? Like you don't even have to, but for us, it's like, no, like what do you mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all how y'all know I don't have no makeup on. When you see all of my beauty marks, like all of my face, that's how you know I don't have none on. Because normally my makeup covers them all. So
let's see. Ladies Love Cool John. What's up, Ladies Love Cool John? Says, I feel women look better with no makeup and regular lashes, like back in 2005 in high school.
Now, one thing I can say, I do have on lashes, but that's really it. I don't have no eye makeup on or nothing, just lashes.
I didn't put on no lashes today. I said a lip is all you get. That's it.
But see, Shayla can wear no lashes because Shayla really has real lashes. My lashes are so, I don't know. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know what God did with the lashes. Them lashes ain't there.
A Trill Talk says just lipstick.
And see,
I don't know about the lipstick.
I can't do lipstick because I've been licked it off. Like I had on something earlier. Look, it's gone now.
It's gone. And Trill Talk says, like, yeah, it's like you're glowing.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, so we out.
All right, y'all. So we are at this thing. We appreciate y'all so much. This was the last episode of 2021. We thank y'all for joining again. If you have not checked out Angie's Miami's new video for all that, please make sure that y'all go on YouTube.
Yeah, go watch that thing. Go run it up.
Go download the song. Do all that. Make sure y'all post it in y'all stories. Support. Spread the word. Share it. All of that
text stuff. It don't have to always be social media. Like you can text it to somebody and say, hey, you know, if you feeling whatever. Let me tell y'all something about my music. Like the days I'm feeling terrible, the days I'm feeling so low in my life. Of course, I make sure I get in the word, and of course, I talk to God. But y'all, when I put on my music, I swear, like I get so like real bossy, like with the enemy. Like, hey, I don't know who you think you is, bro. You don't forget who I am. You feel me? So for those who having really a bad day, like I'm not trying to plug myself, but I am. But I ain't gonna lie, like my music take me with the confidence.
Thank you. Absolutely.
And it's real. I remember earlier this year, like I was just having such a hard time, and I was borderline like, oh my God. But then I had to pull back, like, no, you know you're a child of God, right? Hey, you need to relax. Turn on some Miami music. Boom. So Angela had to throw on some Miami music. You hear me? So when she turned on Miami, honey, I don't know about y'all, but my music snaps me back into who I am and who God has told me to be, and my ease of any type of anxiety that comes. Just like how the words should be like that too. But when that music play and them words start coming out,
that confidence is real.
Baby, you know who I am. I am a child of the Most High. Like,
absolutely.
So, you sure you the child of the Most High? Look at this and that. I know, I see that too. But do you know who I am? And it really helps me, y'all. So, yes, make sure you get in the word first. The word is our foundation. And you have to read it and dissect it for yourself. And for me, I thought I done dissected it into my music. And if my music can help you, great. Just play a couple of them things, put them on repeat. And I tell you, the enemy gonna be like, dang, like they know who they is. Yeah, bro, move out the way. Next.
Don't play with this one over here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Okay, I see this issue. Okay. Yeah, you see this. I see that issue too. I see all the issues. But I still, do you know who I am, bruh? All these issues finna be gone. So you can keep playing if you want. I mean, you can keep throwing them in my face. You keep reminding me of who I am not, how it's looking, how much I ain't got, how I ain't got this and how I ain't got that. And oh, you sick. You show you a gosh. You show. Yes. Still is. Still is.
Yeah.
So whatever it takes for you to get into that mode, y'all, you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Yes.
So I just invite you to play some Miami when you you hear me, and see what happens, and come back to me. Let me know what it, let me know what to do, so I can tell God thank you. So,
and on that note, we out this thing. Ain't nothing else to say. Thank y'all so much. It's been a great 2021. She made it through the episode, smiling and all. And we will see y'all in the new year. So happy new year. Have a blessed new year. Y'all please be safe out here because people still crazy and COVID is still real. So y'all please be safe out here in these streets. And we will see y'all next week in the new year.
In the new year, and we'll talk about the new year then. So
yes, absolutely. Love y'all.
I made it. Good night. Good morning. Guys. Good afternoon, podcasters. Until next week. Peace.
Absolutely.